check out our new logo. It's growing on me. When I first got it, I wasn't too big a fan, but it's growing on me. Welcome to our Pokemon Halloween special. Pokemon is often considered to be for children. There are several events that I think stand to go against this common line of thought. Because while Pokemon may be aimed at younger children, people my age and older, 17 and up, are still playing Pokemon. And I think Nintendo's kind of aware of this, considering some of the stuff they put in these games. We're not going to talk about creepypastas as much. I mean, Gary's Raticate's the only one we're going to really talk about, because that one's actually very plausible. If you consider how some of the other ones get, like White Hand. Somebody heard this line of dialogue in Red and Blue where somebody says that they see a white hand on your shoulder. So what this person who heard it did is they made a GIF image of a skeletal white hand. And that's how you know it's fake, because Game Boys couldn't hold GIF images, they couldn't handle it. So stuff like that has like no real factual evidence isn't going to be talked about. But just to give you an idea. Now, the J Wits did a couple of videos on this kind of stuff, so I'm going to link his videos. Here is his Lavender Town special. Here is Crazy Canalave Myths. And then here, and here will take you to his creepy Pokedex Entries videos, which are rather popular. Pokemon's very messed up, and some of the stuff is not meant for kids. First off, when you go to Lavender Town, you find someone who says that Team Rocket killed Marowak. Yeah, they killed Marowak. This is a kid's game and they killed it. Something. Then you have Gary's Raticate. Last time you fought Gary before entering Lavender Town was on the St. Anne. That's the last time he uses his Raticate. When you meet him at Lavender Town and he battles you, he has some very angry sounding dialogues where he says things like, your Pokemon don't look dead, but I can at least make them faint. And he doesn't use his Raticate. This has led to some people to believe that, in fact, you killed his Raticate, and because he couldn't get to a Pokemon Center in time while aboard the St. Anne. So, yeah, you killed Gary's Raticate. If you believe this theory. And I think it's very plausible. I don't think it's as far-fetched as some of the other creepypastas, but it's still, I don't believe it. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum get a little creepy because they actually implement human ghosts. In the old chateau, you can find the ghosts of a butler and a little girl, both of which walk in what appears to be a levitating manner, and when you go to try to find them, they're gone. They're just gone. In Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, there's another ghost, and I can actually show you this one. On Route 217, near the rock where you evolve Eevee into Glaceon, there's a cabin, and inside this cabin is an Ace Trainer Spider Woman who gives you the Spell Tag item. Now, if you go... Now, I don't have the full video process because I've already done this, but if you go inside, she's gone. She's just gone. Like, she should be right here where I have Christy standing right now, but she's not. Somebody else probably has the whole situation on video, but I don't. Canalave also gets a little weird. Check out this folk story. Pick clean the bones of Pokemon caught in the sea or stream. Thank them for the meals they provide, and pick their bones clean. When the bones are as clean as can be, set them free in the water from which they came. The Pokemon will return fully fleshed and it begins anew. I find this to be a little bit creepy. Kind of seems a little in-depth for a children's game. But hey, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking. Then you'll see a picture of a man cutting a Weedle in half, and there's a weird claw thing coming out of a shadow. That one is called the Veilstone Myth. This guy finds a sword, and he starts hacking up Pokemon. Some for food, some for fun. Now, eventually, all the Pokemon disappear. So he goes out to find out why. And he finds a Pokemon, represented by the shadow. And the Pokemon that represents the shadow tells him that because of what he's done, Pokemon are going to retaliate and exact a casualty toll on humanity using their claws and fangs. He breaks his sword and begs for repentance. The Pokemon disappears. Now this is another messed up one, just like the Cubone's mother. People killing Pokemon again. And this one is for fun. Team Rocket probably did it for research. This guy was killing Pokemon for fun. And then you have this guy with the weird Caterpie on his head. Metapod, I mean. There's another myth in the Canalave library that you can read that states that Pokemon in the forest sometimes take the form of men to walk around human society, and then they go back to the forest at night and become Pokemon again. Again, kind of weird. Not as graphic, but weird. Then you have the Gardevoir and Machoke, I think it is. Machamp. I don't remember their names. At the top, stating that Pokemon and humans used to marry, and they were considered like the same. It's kind of weird. Not even kind of, just plain weird. That's pretty much as far as I'm wired for the 4th generation. 4th generation's kind of weird. I mean, I would consider a lot of this to be a bit more mature themes than I would consider them to be child appropriate. But not even just the ones about the guy cutting Pokemon in half. But just some of these are a little creepy. I get freaked out when I see the ghosts. Honestly, I didn't sleep the night I found that ghost scrolling Route 217. It bothered me so much. I think the 4th generation is kind of the most messed up. It's very close. It's very close. I think the original Red and Blue are second place, and I don't think it's too much of a difference between them and 4th generation in terms of mature content. However, I would say that that 1st generation was definitely a lot more terrifying with all the dead Pokemon, especially the fact that you killed one. How does that make you feel, Red? You killed Blue's Raticate, or Ash, you killed Gary's. But anyway, now we move to the 5th generation. And I don't know if this next story is true or not, so if you know, please do confirm. But I've heard that somewhere in Black and White, or Black 2, White 2, you find out about a girl who was killed by Darkrai. I would like to have this confirmed, because this is very terrifying, honestly. What is it with Pokemon? I mean, really, come on. I guess so he told the truth to that guy who was cutting up Weedles. They're taking a toll. Well, or at least he's taking a toll anyway. So please, if you know anything about that, do confirm. And right off the bat, 6th generation gets creepy too. When you go to Lumiose City, the city where you pick up your Kanto starter, there's a building. And this only happens after you restore the power, but if you go in this building and you go down in the elevator to the 2nd floor, your screen starts to flash black. And then this door appears behind you that wasn't there before. And she floats out, she's not moving, her legs are like this, as she levitates around you. Then she faces you and says, "No, you're not the one." And she just levitates away, and when you look for her, she's gone. Now apparently you can find her again later on in the game. But now that is a new kind of creepy. She's dead human, creepy enough. And she's obviously looking for someone amongst the living. And I kind of get the vibe she wants revenge on her killer. Nintendo, Game Freak, guys, what are you thinking? That is just wrong. Wrong on so many levels. But now you see my point. Pokemon's messed up. Had enough yet? No, you haven't. I have a list of weird Pokedex entries. Not weird, creepy Pokedex entries. And I'm pretty sure most, if not all of these, are covered by J-Wits. So let's begin. Drowsy eats kids' dreams. Duskull kidnaps bad kids and loves to hear the cries of children. Drifloon kidnaps kids. Baynet uses itself as a voodoo doll to inflict curses. and wants revenge on the kid who threw it away when it was a regular doll. Spoink dies if it stops bouncing. Cubo wears its mom's skull. Yamask was a human who died, and the mask it carries is its human face. Gorbis drains Prey's blood. Shedinja steals souls through its back. Cacturn stalk desert travelers at night, waiting for the travelers to get tired, so then, well, we don't know what happens after that. Hypno kidnaps children. Heatmore melt open Durant's ether insides. Glalie freezes you, then it eats you leisurely. Copagrigus eats people and turns them into mummies. Liquid drains your life force. Lampent steals spirits right before you die. Lampent steals spirits before you die. Chandelure burns your spirits. Dusknor takes people to the underworld. Pinsir cuts Prey in half. Hauntor kills you if it licks you. That's why Charizard's mad at Ash. Dusclops' body is like a black hole. Anything that goes in doesn't come out. Jellicent sinks boats and kills the entire crew and passengers. Frillish drowns people. Feraligatr tears Prey in half. Kabutops rips Prey apart and drains their fluids. Victory Bell melts its prey. Beautifly drains Prey's fluids when it's not eating pollen. Weepin' Bell slices up its prey, so slices up large prey so it can eat it. And then Phantom is a stump possessed by the spirits of children who died in the forest. It's 24. 24, I may have counted wrong, so maybe 25. That's a lot, and I bet you that's not even all of them. Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen. Pokemon. How's your childhood holding out? Not well. Pokemon's pretty messed up, and there's a lot that you could say is not exactly child appropriate. Sometimes I question whether or not they should be rated E. Maybe E10 and up. Some cases maybe 10. I mean, not 10, teen. Come on, people. This is some really weird stuff. And we're gonna have more, I imagine, with X and Y out now. And we're probably gonna keep getting more and more weird stuff. That said, Pokemon's still amazing. But keep this in mind next time somebody tells you that Pokemon's for little kids. It isn't. And if they still don't believe it, show them this video. Show them Jay Witz's videos. Show them the video of the ghost girl in Lumiose City. It's not for children. Not just for children, I mean. Happy Halloween!